Sorry about that. So, this is where we'll probably get our asses kicked by this Necron destroyer. So, let's get started. So cognition is a little resource you get here. It fuels a lot of your actions. So like you can double move if I wanted to go here. I have to spend cognition to do that. It also fuels certain kinds of attacks like shooting heavy weapons and that sort of thing. Mr. Malice can't get very far. I'm kind of worried about that destroyer because he's going to get here. Yeah, I should be able to shoot. So I'm probably going to go this way. There's probably turtle behind this tomb here. I'm going to stand right here. So if the Necron does march out of there, I can hit him with Malice because he's my melee guy. Have to double move with my healing guy. So that's fine over there. And the destroyer decided to waste his turn. Okay. Perfectly okay with me. So scan that to get more cognition. There's one all the way over there that we look at. Perfect. Now I'm going to wait for them to come around that corner before I start shooting. Mark is going to try to mess with him. his turn until later. So I don't think this death mark can actually see me, but even if he can, it's not going to matter because this guy can heal himself. So he's going to go back here. No, he can't. Okay. So he's going to go there, collect that cognition, and then peek back up. And Magos Jeremiah is going to start us off. Shoot these scarabs. He almost killed it. I think I will shoot my Serpentia at him because it's going to cost me cognition to do that. You can see right at the top right of that little box that came up, little gear. Means it costs cognition to shoot, but I think it'll be worth it because I can collect more cognition next turn because my servo skulls are coming out cooldown. So it's kind of a waste to deal, I think it was about 7 damage, but I think it'll be fine. And I can move back here so that Necron is going to be a little hard for us to get in range. Teleport, and he's going to teleport right there in Overwatch, so that's fine. But that means Malice can't move because he's going to get dunked by Overwatch, so that's fine. And we don't need our troops yet. Overwatch is going to delay. And you can kind of see there's a red line right here coming from the death mark to Magos Leonardus here. So he can't really move. But what I can do is he has 2 energy armor here. So that'll reduce the incoming shots from the death mark down by 2. And he can go here and shoot him twice with his phosphor blast pistols, and they'll deal full damage to him. And then he can heal himself with his Curatio claws. Because we stacked up our cognition here, we'll be able to do that. So he'll be safe. Even though he took 5 damage and took a critical, it'll be fine. What we can do now, servo skill that, shoot him, and he's going to teleport and screw himself, so that's fine. And now we can just repair. And we repaired all that damage back for free. Well, it cost us a cognition, but we just got one, so we haven't gained or lost anything. He can't shoot that Necron, so that's good. So he's gonna come and shoot us again, but that's okay. Because he only dealt 1 damage, because I got pretty good armor. Destroyer is still stuck behind that wall. We're going to go for the Phosphor Serpentia against this Necron to charge its machine spirit. So you can see this little red marker just below it. That means it takes 3 shots to charge its machine spirit, and then it gets a special ability. You can see that on the right hand side. That means it'll cost no cognition points to use after 3 shots. So he's gonna blast him and almost kill him. So we'll finish him off with our pistol. Maya has a special ability where he deals increased damage when he shoots something that's fired. Okay. And he'll collect his cognition. So this Necron is now in reanimation protocols. That means he'll take a couple turns and then he'll stand right back up at half health. You can see it right here, 3 turns. As the awakening level increases, that goes down, and it can go down to 1 turn. So you shoot him, and his very next turn he'll be right back up again. So you gotta really be careful about that. But if we deal any kind of damage to this Necron, he'll be out for good. Deathmark wants to do. He's gonna teleport right in and overwatch. Okay, we're gonna eat this Overwatch shot, I think, because Malice can take a beating. That's fine. But we're just gonna get him of his cognition for the turn. And he's gonna use his power axe on this. Good. You also get cognition for being next to a Necron that's in reanimation protocols. So this is what I like about this game. The very first awakening level, it doesn't do anything. It just says the Necrons know you're in the tomb. So it kind of adds a level of dread to the game where there's no negative effects. The game is just telling you the Necrons know you're there. Okay, I don't think we'll need our servitors this turn, because even if the destroyer decides to finally get his head out of his arse, he won't be able to reach us. And this little thing of scarabs isn't going to hurt us too much, so we don't need that. Malice gets the second turn, so he's going to finish off Deathmark. And he can move all the way over there, but I don't think that's going to be worth it for him. But he is going to move here. Because he'll be in cover from around this thing here. Because the destroyer won't be able to track a line of sight onto him. We'll just be super simple. And Mr. Leonardus can come out. And he'll finish this Deathmark. We can probably spend some of our cognition, because we're going to get more. Double that. And he can reach that one, so he's going to get the cognition that we just spent on Leonardus. And we could go here and go hard in the paint. I'm not sure what kind of armor that destroyer has, though. If he has energy armor, we'll be in trouble. So I think we'll just play it safe for now. And he's just gonna shoot me through the wall, okay? Alright, game. So, we are going to use our servitor this turn, so he can soak up some damage for us. Fill up our cognition gauge. battlefield generator gets +2 physical damage. And we're gonna activate our Canticle Cant of the Craft to give him an extra 6. So he is gonna deal 13 to 15 damage on this attack. And luckily we did that because he has 3 physical armor. Okay. I don't want to go there because he's going to block line of sight for Jeremiah, so he has to go here. The destroyer's going next, so I'm that Necron is going to shoot me, but there's nothing we can do about that. Okay, so the servitor was kind of a waste because I ended up putting Malice there to slam dunk the destroyer, but it's fine, we'll get him back. Just wreck the around here. And that's the end of the mission, I think. Oh, nope, there's scarabs over there that I forgot to finish off the destroyer. Our servitor to punch this Necron. Do I want to scan that? No, because I'm going to get lots of Blackstone for completing this mission. I think I'll just destroy it. There. We get in range. I'll do it. So 50-50 that this dies. And we didn't get our 50-50. But we can get our cognition that we just spent back. Jeremiah has bonuses to his energy damage, so he could have just one-shot. Our healer, the engine seer, doesn't deal as much damage. And that's the end of that fight. So we can follow the isotope trail to its source, follow the trail with great caution, expectation of an ambush, or ignore it. So these are the little decisions you have to make during the mission. Anything that takes time increases this ticker, I've found. And increasing the ticker is not what you want to do. So this one will probably increase the ticker because it'll take time to take caution. We can just ignore it. And probably miss whatever this wants to give us. But we'll probably take some kind of damage if we do this, so we'll try. And it just gave us some blackstone. So we find a corroding Necron. That's kind of unusual. Okay, so it doesn't really matter which way we go if we go straight to the objective, because we gotta hit a story marker, a glyph, and another story marker before we get to the end. That's if we take a direct beeline there. I think we'll try this way. So we find an astronomy map. I think we should can try to salvage it. We can deface it or document. I think we'll go for documentation here. Okay. So the Necrons get improved initiative, which means they're more likely to go first in this upcoming battle at the end here. So these are the glyphs in the game. Part of what you gotta do is learn what the glyphs do for you. I think I've seen this one before, and I have not seen that one before. So it's pretty much just trial and error until you can kind of figure out which ones do what. And I think this one is good for me. Yeah, it would give me 2 cognition points. I'm full, so it didn't do anything. So we didn't gain or lose anything from that. But other ones, like they'll damage you, or like they'll cause the doom ticker to go up, or what have you. Some of them heal you, this kind of stuff. So it can be good and it can be bad. Okay, we're at level 2 awakening now, so we're going to get more Necrons coming out of tombs in this next battle. Burn the scarabs, because we've messed with scarabs before, and one of our guys nearly died because of it, so that's not happening again. But we got some blackstone. So we could backtrack through these other chambers, but it's going to increase the awakening level the longer we stay here. And the more you let this tick up, the more the doom ticker on the strategy layer increases. So I think we'll just go here, straight to the end. Okay, and we start off surrounded, and there's a Necron destroyer right there. So we're in a bit of trouble. Jeremiah there, we'll have Malice here. Get our boy the Servitor coming in. Death Narc and the Warriors. Another Servitor here for the Death Narc. Our Skitari Ranger. Okay, so we're spending a lot of our cognition points at the start, but we really want to deal with this Necron destroyer pretty much right away. And we're gonna have Necrons coming in at the very start. Thanks. That's what we want, that's what he's there for, and he's just gonna get obliterated. Okay. Destroyer gets to go again. And now it's our turn. So, yeah. Oh, what am I doing? I scanned the wrong thing. Okay, so we know the destroyer is going to have physical resistance, so we could go here and probably kill that Death Mark. I think that's going to be the way to go. So we'll go here. He's going to shoot us. He's going to deal a ton of damage, but we'll heal him with Leonardus in a second here. So we'll activate his power field. And we'll kill this Death Mark. Good. Alice. Go here. Use one of his healing quads on Jeremiah. Jeremiah's full. And so. Servo skull going to that those Necron goodies over there, and we'll start shooting this destroyer. Oh, okay, he's got 3 energy armor this time. So the stats of the Necrons change mission to mission. It's not always the same. So this is explained in the fluff of the game as the Mechanicus has no idea what the Necrons are actually capable of. So you have to discover the stats of every Necron as you go. So these 2 warriors, one of them might have energy armor, the other might have physical armor. One might have more health, that sort of thing. So we know that Leonardus isn't going to be able to do anything to this Necron because he doesn't do enough energy damage to pierce his energy armor. So he pretty much just has to hide until that destroyer is dead. But he can auto-prepare himself. So this servitor is going to go here. And he's going to taunt. Basically forces the destroyer to shoot him next turn. He's gonna die, but he's just a servitor, so we don't really care. We have to use this turn to pierce that armor. Some more cognition, more thinking about it. Probably better to shoot that Necron because I'm only gonna deal at minimum 1 damage, at most 2. Probably next turn I'm gonna run Malice over this way. I can finish that death mark. No, he's coming back in 3 turns, so I'm gonna shoot this Necron. Okay, he has energy armor. That's good to find out. And we're not in range of anything to scan. Go here. Scan that to get more cognition for next turn. Okay. And our Skitarii Ranger is not going to be able to do anything to that destroyer either, so he's going to shoot this Necron. And that Necron also has energy armor. Okay. He can stay here. He'll probably be able to eat these 2 shots from these Necrons for me because he'll be the closest target. And it's fine if he dies. A little bit of Blackstone if he does, but it's not a big deal. That's fine. Now, we're gonna use Leonardus to finish this guy off, because you just have to shoot a guy, you don't even have to deal any damage to get them out of reanimation protocols. So we're gonna have Malice come over here and deal with this destroyer. And the servitor taunted it last turn, so he shouldn't shoot Malice. And we'll shred some of his armor. Okay. And we're going to use our Omni Specs in case he does, so 50% chance to miss. Like that. So these are little items that you can equip your guys with in the strategy layer. So 50% chance to miss for 1 round against 1 enemy. So taking a penalty to hit. And our boy Leonardus is going to come over. Shoot his pistol at that. Death mark and kill him. Yonder and heal our servitor so we can tank a bit more damage. And it's not worth spending cognition to move against at the end of that turn. And our servitor might actually be able to finish this guy. Yeah, okay. So I was just playing super careful there. I didn't realize like Malice would do that much damage to that destroyer, but that's fine. So he'll be in a spot to take a shot from this Necron, and this Necron will probably shoot my Ranger. Yep. destroyer is going to tick down to 1, but my ranger can finish him off with his rifle. Kill this Necron. And we'll shoot this Necron. Potentially killing him, but it's only 1 in 3 chance. And he got a crit, killed him anyway, so that's fine. Finish off that destroyer. Okay, so we gotta scan or destroy these. Let's see if I can get the Doom Ticker to come down. I haven't tried that. It does. Okay, so the awakening level goes down if you destroy those. Not just removes ticks off. Okay. We did get a death mark come into the game, so that's not so hot. If I shoot him, he's gonna teleport and go into Overwatch. But Jeremiah's turn is coming up, so I think we'll shoot with him. And the artist, because Jeremiah's gonna do a lot more damage. We'll just destroy this turtle here. Get this Doom Ticker coming down. Something else is another warrior walked out of that tomb. Okay. This servitor. Probably just stay there. I'll provoke that Necron, so he'll shoot my servitor. Stay right there. And Jeremiah's gonna come over here. And blast this death mark. And kill him in 1 shot. And then... destroy that terminal in 1 shot? No, so he's gonna finish off the death mark. He's gonna use a servo skull to get more cognition. It's always a good idea to fill up that bar if you can. You don't want to be stuck with 0, then you can't shoot with some of your weapons or swing some of your more powerful weapons. I think finishing off this Necron is going to be the way to go. Heal him now. We just gotta kill the rest of the Necrons, and that's the end of the mission. So we're gonna... He just swung his axe, so we can't swing it again this turn. so it's not going to be worth it to have him double move over here. That's fine. That's what the servitor's there for. Meanwhile, Leonardus is in a bad spot. But that Necron fumbled his initiative, so he's not too much danger. He's got 2 energy armor, so unfortunately Leonardus is going to be useless again. It's fine. We can go back here. Are any of our guys hurt? No. Okay. Lay him right now. So the Phosphorus Serpentia is free now because the machine spirit is charged. He's fired it 3 times. And Jeremiah does more damage when he fires things with their machine spirit. So he is going to one-shot this guy, probably. 1 in 3 chance he doesn't. Okay, down. Can you shoot the other guy from here? Yes, you can. See, this Necron has physical armor, whereas that one had energy armor, so they're all different. And our ranger can shoot. Good. So our mission was to steal some resources from the Necron tomb. Looks like we've been able to do that. Every mission, the total Necron awakening across the planet goes up. And it goes up by how many awakening levels you accrued on your mission. So the longer you stay in a tomb, the more of those you'll get, and the more this will tick up. So you have to kind of balance how many levels you get here, because it makes the doom ticker that ends the game go up faster. But the more rooms you explore in a tomb, the more blackstone you get, which you use to level up your guys and buy troops for missions. And the more other potential goodies you can get, like you can find really powerful weapons in the tomb, for instance. And that's how Warhammer 40,000 Mechanicus is played. You just pick missions that you want to go on, go into the tomb, you explore a little bit, shoot some Necrons, and you rinse and repeat.